How are y'all doing? It's Aaron Alaniz, CEO and founder of BASIX, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to get back on track with your fitness routine or any other area of your life. Now, yes, I got a little keynote presentation for you all today, simply because when it comes down to it, there's a lot of information that I do want to talk on, and as someone who makes content, I'm also studying people that are kind of in my niche. Shout out to Mr. Jack Hopkins, I believe his name, or Hopkins, something like that. I just know that his channel name is CEO of Testosterone. I've been seeing his name pop up quite a few times, and I'm also a huge fan of Alex Hormozi and Layla Hormozi as well. If you all are in like the online business space, they're always doing presentations, and today I want to try something out that's a little bit different than the typical fitness person. Let me know if you all like it. If you like it, I love it, and if you hate it, man, we'll figure out other ways to kind of get the message across. But I truly believe that if you follow this advice that I'm about to share with you today, your life will be dramatically different 90 days from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, because truthfully, I wish someone would have given me a presentation like this when I was just getting started. So let's go ahead and dive right in, right? So again, how to get back on track with your fitness routine or any other area of your life. Today, we're going to be covering several different things. Obviously, the table of contents is going to be number one, becoming truthful. Secondly, becoming transparent. Following that, we're going to be setting new targets, and we're going to be defining what targets mean. Number four, setting action-based goals instead of outcome-based goals. And number five, change your identity. I'll also be mentioning some bonus ones here and there. But again, before we dive into today's video, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel for new videos every single week. When I tell you that we're on the way up, I tell you right now, man, I've never been more certain of anything in my life. So again, if you want to be a part of the movement, while we're getting started, make sure that you join Builder Nation and do that. It's completely free, and you can also stay in touch with all the content that we have moving forward, right? So again, number one, I understand that I'm a fitness coach. I understand I'm a nutrition coach, and many people always ask me, hey dude, why are you always talking about mindset and psychology, this and this, this and this? And I always have to explain to them that there's several different pillars and really transform your life for the better. So the first one is skills, right? And the skills really come down to play with skills, knowledge, things of that nature regarding, do you know how to work out? Do you know how to track your calories? Do you know how to weigh your foods? Do you know how to do all the tangible things that come with a fitness transformation? Scheduling even, knowing how to think. Well, that's a different thing, but you know what I mean, right? Just hard skill sets that most people really neglect when it comes down to really dialing in their fitness journey, right? Following that, we have our psychology. Now, the thing is that when people don't understand this area of their fitness journey, they can have all the skills in the world just like I did at one point. And if your mindset isn't where it needs to be, you are going to fail regardless of what information you know, regardless of how many YouTube people that you follow, regardless of how many articles you read, regardless of whatever you do. If you don't know how to really master what's in between your own two ears, you are going to fail just as much as the next person that maybe, for example, doesn't even know any skills. So again, your mindset is really what's going to determine what helps you put those skills into action initially, right? And then there's also a third component that I'm going to save until the very end that's helped me out, and it's helped everybody that I know that's very successful with their fitness in terms of really mastering this area of their life as a man, right? So as you all see, I've had two different versions of myself, right? I've had the version on the left. I was eating all the food that I wanted to. I had no self-control, zero structure. I was depressed. I was taking 5 different prescription medications for generalized anxiety, major depressive disorder. I never stepped outside of my house. I was unable to talk to people. I was unable to really see myself as the man that I've always wanted to be, on the outside at least. Because the funny thing is that the man on the right is who I always saw myself as. And if you all are aware of the term cognitive dissonance is when there's a mismatch between what you think you should be or what you think should be going on in your life and what's actually happening. If you've ever been there, let me know in the comments, because it's one of the worst positions to ever be in as a man, because you know what you're capable of, you know what you can achieve, and you know what you got to do, but you just don't do it. And the reason why I was never able to go from average to alpha the way that I am now was simply because of the fact that I didn't know how to get unstuck. I was stuck in my life. I didn't know what I was doing with my fitness, with nutrition. I was thinking negatively, and I never knew how to really take the next step necessary in order to get to where I wanted to go. And it wasn't until I learned this pretty much this roadmap that happens to me that I use all the time, believe it or not, because guess what, guys? I am human. I know I look like a Greek god. Shout out to Mr. Grego Gallagher himself. But man, I'll be the first one to tell you that sometimes I get overwhelmed. Sometimes I get stuck with my fitness. Sometimes I fall off track. Sometimes I have too many cookies. I'm human. So here's the thing though. Once you follow this roadmap that I'm about to provide each and every single one of you all, you will be able to have quicker bounce back periods, because when life hits you, which again, life will always hit you, you need to be able to have a backup plan and a process as to how to get back on track in order to help you, be the man that you've always wanted to be. Because the more advanced you are with this routine and the more that you know how to implement this into your life, the quicker that you're going to be able to get to baseline once again. Meaning that some people get stuck for years, some people get stuck for months, some people get stuck for weeks, some people get stuck for a day, some people get stuck for just an hour or two. For me, I'm at the point to where I'll have a bad week or a bad couple of weeks and I get back on track. But I know some people that stay stuck for their lifetime. Stuck for a couple of years, 5 years, whatever the case may be. And for me, I'm at the point to where 2 weeks can pass me by, and even though I still think that's quite a bit excessive, I never let more than 2 weeks pass me by that are just awful kind of thing, no matter what happens, right? So if you follow this program, and if you follow this process, you will be able to achieve all the goals that you want to and get back on track after falling off, right? So here's how I did it regarding from going from average to alpha. And I've always done it doing this process, right? Step number one is becoming radically truthful with myself, right? So number one is you got to tell the truth about your situation. When I was depressed, guys, when I couldn't talk to girls, when I was out of shape, when I didn't feel self-confident about myself, when I felt like I was just wasting away my potential, I used to be someone that was acting as if all the time, believe it or not. So even though I do that to a certain extent still to this day, there's a huge difference between taking action as if you're that person versus acting like you're Jim Carrey in The Mask and you're pretending you're a character that you're not. And the thing is, if you're always pretending that you're a character that you're not without matching the action necessary to achieve that goal, you were going to fall on your face and the time's going to pass you by, and then people are going to look at you and say, hey, I thought you were supposed to be successful. Before you know it, 5 years pass you by and you're in the same spot, if not worse. And before you know it, you were in a position to just be delusional about where your current position is. When in reality, if you just would have accepted from the jump, hey man, I'm not where I want to be in life. Hey dude, I am not exactly who I want to be. When I look in the mirror, I'm kind of disappointed in what I see regarding my fitness because I'm skipping the gym. I'm doubting myself. I'm not believing in myself. I'm not having a coach. I don't have anything in my life that's really helping me get to where I want to go. So instead of me acting airy-fairy like things are okay, let me just admit that it sucks. Let me just admit that I'm stuck. And as soon as you can tell yourself that, you now have a foundation to start building a new version of yourself on, which is step number 5, right? And again, remember, you cannot fix what you fake. There's so many people that I've known throughout the course of my life that want to fake it until they make it, but then before you know it, it's like they never make it. So you can't fake it and not make it. So if you want to do that mind stuff, like, hey, cool, go for it. But you got to make sure that you actually make it. You don't be the person that's faking yourself and deluding yourself into being someone that you're not, right? Now, some things right here, just like I said earlier, you can't fix what you fake. Again, you cannot fix what you fake. If you are stuck in your life, if you're stuck in your fitness, and you're stuck and you're tired of feeling overweight, bro, just tell yourself that you're out of shape. Like, there's no issue with saying that, hey man, I'm kind of lazy and I'm a fat POS, if you know what I mean, right? That way you can fix it, right? Again, step number 2, or bullet point number 2, look in the mirror and be radically honest with yourself. Tell yourself everything that you need to do about your current position, because guess what? Now is the time for you to fix it. Now is the opportunity for you to look in the mirror and say, hey man, and just everything, regardless of how bad it sounds, because this is your starting point. This is your brand new starting point. This is your ground zero that we're going to be building everything else off of as time goes on, right? Number 3, right? All the things that you're doing right now that are holding you back from staying consistent with your routine, with anything really. So it's like, are you eating too much junk food? Are you not really following a schedule? Do you even know what a schedule is? Are you partying too much? Are you drinking too much? Are you doing things you shouldn't be doing? Are you wasting your time on your cell phone? Whatever you think is holding you back from making it to the gym on a consistent basis and what made you fall off track to begin with, write it down on a piece of paper. That way it's in front of you. That way it's not taking up any mental space in your head. It's just, you know where it is, right? And number 4, just like I said, get it out on your brain. Set a timer for 25 minutes and just get it out. This is holding me back. This is holding me back. Whatever the case may be, 25 minutes is plenty of time. And it could be even more than enough time. But if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's only going to take you 25 minutes to gain massive clarity on how bad your current situation is, right? Number 2, be radically transparent as to why this is happening to you in the first place, because ideally speaking, if you know what's wrong, that's one thing, but it's also another thing to know why it's going on in the first place. Meaning, it's cool to know that you have cockroaches in your house, but you also have to understand what's causing it. So you don't want to just exterminate the cockroaches that are alive. You want to find the root inside the underhouse or the walls or wherever these cockroaches are living. And then you want to kill those things, and you want to figure out what caused them to be there in the first place. So I'm not a carpenter or whatever, but say, for example, it's damp. Put something there to cover up the dampness, whatever the case may be. So if there's something that's causing you to be distracted with yourself, cut it out. Figure out what you could have done better. Why am I doing this? Who in my life is holding me back, whether they know it or not? Because a lot of the times people will hold you to the standards they hold for themselves, and some people don't want to be left behind. So sometimes little sly remarks can come from a family member, a significant other, a friend, whatever the case may be. And they can hold you back without even meaning to. This doesn't make them bad people. This makes them human. It's human nature, right? Number 3, what worked for you? Because I hope, unless things just went completely left field, which again, if they did, hey, they did for me too, bro. They did for me too, I promise you, right? But when it comes down to it, hopefully there's some things that have worked for you. Has push-pull legs worked for you in the gym? Has meal prepping worked for you? Whatever the case may be, and then what didn't work? What do you know doesn't get results? Because now is your time to start auditing for yourself. And again, I hope you're taking notes, right? I pray that you're taking notes, seriously, because I'm going to be the most direct that I've ever been on any video because I'm tired of seeing people stay stuck. It's the worst thing that I just hate seeing it, right? So that's what this video is for. Again, so especially when they have potential. So if you have potential and you're wasting away, bro, like, you want to let your mom down? You want to let your brothers down? You want to prove to people that thought they could do better than you, right? If that's the case, just log off this video, bro. But if you want to, take notes, I promise you, right? What worked for you in the past, and then what didn't, and that way you can have an audit as to things to amplify, turn the volume up on, and then you have some things that you can just decrease the volume on, right? Number 4, how close did you get to your last target? Were you trying to lose 40 pounds? Did you end up losing 10? Cool, that's some progress, right? And then just understand that what progress did you actually make towards your goals? And then number 5, what thoughts did you believe? Which did you ignore? Did you ever have a passing thought to yourself like, man, maybe I could really be the best version of myself possible? But then you chose to ignore that in favor of you being inadequate, of you being not good enough, of you being born to be a certain way because of your family kind of thing, right? Because there's a lot of people that I know that, especially I'm Hispanic, right? A lot of people think that they're just destined to be overweight, unfortunately, because their father and then their grandfather and their grandfather kind of thing, without understanding that stuff is just unhealthy. Just while some people do have certain predispositions to diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or whatever the case may be, all these things are still caused by poor decision making when it comes down to what you're doing with your body and what you're putting inside of your mouth, right? Number 3, set new targets, right? Meaning if life was perfect right now, how fit would you be? How great would you look in the mirror? How much would you weigh? Do you have abs or not? Do you have veins on your legs? Do you have veins on your biceps? What do your daily habits look like as a whole that help you integrate fitness into your life in general, right? How do you view yourself? Do you view yourself as someone that is the big guy? Do you view yourself as someone who's the lean guy? Do you view yourself as someone who's more holistic? Do you view yourself as someone who's taking TRT or whatever the case may be if you're a little bit older, if you want to go down that route? What's your perception of yourself once you get to that point? Are you confident? Are you dominant? Are you strong? Are you rational? Can you handle yourself in a situation to where you have to defend yourself and your family just in case something arises, right? And how does your wife or your girlfriend treat you? If you're single, how do the women treat you? Do they treat you like someone worth respecting? Or do they see you as someone, whatever? Like, just figure out these things for yourself, right? Are you more confident? Do you feel more certain of yourself? Do you trust yourself more often? And last but not least, did you do it 100% by yourself? Did you muscle it out, pun intended, and figure out a way to do this all by yourself? Or did you ask for help? Or did you have someone in your corner? Did you have an accountability group? Did you have a coach? Did you have a mentor? Did you have someone in your life to help you get to that point, right? And that's very, very important to keep in mind as well. Number 4, setting action-based goals is going to be the key to your success. I couldn't promise you man, this is the biggest thing that'll change your life. I 100% guarantee you, right? Because the reason why you want to set action-based goals versus outcome-based goals is because there's something that's under your control, and we are happy to the degree of what we feel we're under control over, right? Number 2, we become what we repeatedly do. So if you're always setting action-based goals, and ideally speaking, if you can make these action-based goals things that reset on a daily basis, you then get to have a mindset of yesterday's yesterday doesn't matter, today is what matters kind of thing. And I don't know if about any of you all, I've been super guilty of this in the past as well. I'll put both my hands up, even put my leg up kind of thing, right? I know it's kind of weird, but just hear me out, right? When it comes down to it, every time I've always set a new goal for myself or a new target or a new outcome that I really want to achieve, day one is always the best for me. Why? Because I'm motivated, and then I'm also putting the past behind me, and I'm being present in the things that I'm executing at this very moment. So whenever I get in that kind of mindset, things just start working out for me in an incredible way, because that day, regardless of if I ate pizza the day before, regardless if I stayed up all night, regardless of whatever happened, day one is always the best for me because I'm present. I'm presently focused on building my future while erasing memories of the past. And if you can get into that mindset every single day, your life will change in an unbelievable manner. I promise you, right? Because once you can let go of the effect, meaning what happens after the action, and you focus on the cause completely, meaning if you're in business, say for example, right, for like what I do with this YouTube channel, I want to hit certain numbers for subscribers, right? Like the first one's 1,000, then 10,000, and then 100,000. I'm just 10xing kind of thing, right? But I'm not focusing on those things. I'm just focusing on, okay, what's the cause? Putting out high value videos, helping people out, serving from a place of openness and not greediness and having a hidden agenda, because I just want to help above everything else. I'm doing fine doing what I was doing fine before I started YouTube, but I just want to help out more and even grow my business even more so. I would love to do that. You know, like you don't have to choose one or the other, but for me, it's like, okay, what's the cause to that outcome that I truly desire? For me, guess what it is? It is me just focusing on making high value content, 2 videos a week right now, shorts, have a content team that I'm building out, and things just naturally happen. So the thing is, the cool part too, is that when you reverse engineer those targets that you have, meaning the vision that we talked about in the last step, and then you make the cause and the actions around those things, the outcome will typically just work itself out. And then you can have like that outcome dependence. Just focus on the cause, and then things just naturally work out for you, right? So examples is to go to the gym 7 days a week instead of to lose 40 pounds. Another one would be, say for example, you want clearer skin. Instead of saying you want clearer skin, 2 gallons of water a day. I promise your skin's gonna be super clear, right? And then say for example, a dating thing, talk to 5 women a day versus finding a girlfriend or a wife. Because like, okay, if you just cross your fingers, whatever, you talk to 5 women a day, you increase your chances, right? And look, if you look at what we're doing, we're looking at the verbs. It's go to the gym. And go is not really a verb, if I'm not mistaken, but you know what I mean, right? It's like the action, because you're going to the gym 7 days a week. You're drinking 2 gallons of water a day versus just getting clear skin. And you're talking to 5 women a day versus just finding a girlfriend or a wife, right? And last but not least, this is going to be the most important part for you all to keep in mind, is you have to change your identity. We can only rise to the level of what we believe ourselves to be capable of, right? So understand that this person that you see right here and right here, it's the same human. I'm the same human. I got the same body. I have the same mind, the same spirit, the same everything. But I changed the way that I viewed myself. And when I changed the way that I viewed myself and I raised my standards, things started working out in ways that you will never, ever, ever imagine for me. It's incredible what happens once you start changing the way that you view yourself. Because guess what? These 2 people can talk to the same woman. If we're taking dating to an example. And the man on the right, I promise you, he does a lot better than the one on the left. I promise you, man, I promise you. And they can have the same morals, the same parents, the same background, family-wise. But the one on the right has better character. He's stronger. He has more courage. He's more honest. He's willing to suffer. And then if you think about it from a dating standpoint, you think about it from a business standpoint, I always wanted to be a success, guys. I've always wanted to be successful. But the man on the left that you see right there didn't believe that he could do it. But the version of myself on the right doubted himself initially, but he became the person that could do it. So always understand that your life will always depend on the way that you view yourself, because you can never extend past your own self-conception of yourself. Read this book right now. Go get it on Amazon, just Psycho-Cybernetics. In short, it's a book about a plastic surgeon that teaches, that wrote a whole book about how to change your own identity with yourself. In short, the author was a plastic surgeon. He used to do surgeries on some people. Some people, they would get fixed, right? They would get their nose fixed and they're like, man, I feel better than ever. No matter what happens to me, I feel amazing, kind of thing, right? However, some people, they would fix their nose, and even though they were visibly perfect, because they literally went under the knife and had someone with years and years of experience and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of education work on their facial reconstruction, they would still look in the mirror and feel like the same person. So if you want to learn how to fix that, because and that's when he realized, oh, the outside appearance doesn't matter. The inside's what matters. Because some people have this transformation, guys, and they still view themselves on the version on the left-hand side. For me, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. Well, I'll mention that when we get there, right? But just understand that you have to, this leads me right to it. You have to off a version of yourself, if you know what I mean. In your lifetime, you will have, everyone dies within their lifetime. A version of yourself will die. You will either I think I have it on this slide actually. You will either have to kill, I'll just say that word, right? Your inner beta, or you're gonna have to kill your true alpha within yourself. And the way that you're gonna kill one of the versions of yourself is by watering one of them with your decisions and letting the other one just die out. And if you choose to water them both equally, guess what you do? You become the average of that. So if you choose to water both at the same time, you're gonna be an average man. Average men don't get anything in this world at all. So again, if you want to be average, that's cool. But this channel's not for that person. You know, we're on this side of the things. We want to be on the alpha side of things, right? And when it comes down to it, the choice is yours. You know, my mother was a principal, and then when we were growing up, so the thing is that she always used to say this thing on the intercom, because she was an elementary principal, so I was always the student that was the principal's son. So I was always kind of like playing my cards a little bit. But one thing she always used to say was, she would say something about decisions. The choice is yours, though. Like, and make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. She always used to say that every single day that she worked at school. I'm sure she still does it. She's done it for over 25 years, 26 years. When she's been on the intercom, like, and make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. You can either be a great man or not, the choice is yours. It's something I live by each and every single day that helps me just become the best version of myself, regardless of what happens exteriorly, or on the exterior, right? Extra bonus tips. Make a sacrifice list. Make a list of all the things that you're willing to sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice drinking, free time with people that aren't aligning with your future, but they align with your past, things of that nature, right? Public accountability. Tell everybody what you're about to do before you do it. Tell everybody, hey, I'm about to go on a 100-pound weight loss journey for the next year. And I'm going to be posting my progress here. And guess what? If you do it, and if you do that, and then you're someone that values integrity, you will then be able to understand exactly what is holding you back. Or you'll be, well, let me put it this way. You'll be forced to perform. Because when you tell everyone what you're about to do and you haven't even done it, you have to do it now. And that's something I always do. That's why I'm always telling people what I told you all earlier about the subscriber goal, what things I want to do. Because for me, I don't just talk a game. I talk it. That way I feel the pressure to do it. So for me, I'm not just saying things in airy-fairy and just like laying in bed all day or just not doing anything about it. I'm doing it to do it, right? I say it before I do it. That way I have a reason to do it even more so, right? Number 3, change your circle. We do become the sum of the people that we hang around with. So always understand that you have to change the circle that you're surrounding yourself. Number 4, brainwash yourself. Whether you realize it or not, I'm not trying to be the aluminum foil person, but everyone's getting brainwashed in society, right? Whether we realize it or not, we are all getting brainwashed. You might as well brainwash yourself, right? The way you can do it is by affirmations, affirmation music online. You can consume my content. You can dive into people that you want to live like, and just that's what I've done each and every single time, and it's always worked. And if you truly want to see the results that you want to see, you have to brainwash yourself into becoming a fit person. That way you always take actions aligned with that person that you're always becoming. Number 5, make friends around your new identity. Make new friends around your new identity. If people know you as a successful, clean-cut person, you have to be that person around that person. So it's not like you're being fake. It's just you have to understand that there's some people that I know, guys, in my personal life that see me as the class clown that I was when I was freaking 17 or 16 years old, right? So I try to speak to them, and they still view me as that person, versus me speaking to people that I can meet in a networking event, or in a business conference, or this kind of place, or that kind of place, or Zoom, and they treat me like the version I am today. And that always feels much better for me. So when it comes down to me in my hometown, I got some friends down here, but truth be told, I've just changed so much as a person. My standards for myself have raised so much that I don't like the idea of people projecting their old image of who I used to be, or who I thought I had to be in order to get their acceptance, which never really meant anything to me. So if you're anything like me, to where maybe you weren't the best, whatever kind of thing, like you weren't, your past version of yourself still gets projected on you by people from your past, just shoo. Trust me, and just meet people that see you as who you are now and who you're becoming. Average people make friends and keep friends based off of who they have a shared past with, and successful people make friends and connections based off of who they are now and who they're becoming, their future, right? So always understand that. And the last one, use the most powerful pillar of all, which is understanding, again, we have your skills. These are understanding the hard tactical things that you can find anywhere on the internet. When it comes down to fitness psychology, I dive into this a lot with our students simply because this is the hardest part that no one really talks about out here when it comes down to fitness, right? And last but not least is community. You need to have that group of people around you, whether it's online or digital, or online or physical, or in the real world kind of thing, that'll help you succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Some of these pictures didn't end up loading up, but if you see some of the transformations that we've been able to create here, obviously mine, we have Ariel, Joshua, Marcus, Nate, and Lorenzo. These are all guys that we're able to lean inside of the community that I've been able to create here at BASIX, and we've been able to coach guys in 26 states across the country, Canada, Sweden, Australia, Finland, and the Netherlands, and we're continuously growing as time progresses, and it's been a beautiful thing in order to really just make sure that we're building something incredible for this world, guys. So just understand that if you really want to succeed, you're not going to do it alone. A lot of people forget that Michael Jordan didn't win 6 rings. Michael Jordan didn't win 2 three-peats. The Chicago Bulls won 2 three-peats. Michael Jordan was just the head of the team. So once you can understand that all the people that have done anything great have had Tim Grover or Phil Jackson and all these people to help them out, you'll then be able to understand that, man, if Michael Jordan had to look in the mirror and say, hey, I think I need a coach because I just can't make it past the playoffs, and Kobe Bryant could say the same thing, what makes you so sure that you don't need a coach? I think that's kind of, I think that's kind of idiotic if you ask me, and especially if you're someone that values your time and you're someone that isn't really trying to do this for a living, because I've dedicated my life to this, guys. I've sacrificed relationships, I've sacrificed friendships, I've sacrificed going out. I wake up at 4:50 a.m. every single morning. I go to bed 8, 9, 10 kind of thing. And I do this to make sure that I don't see anything degenerate. That way I can master fitness and nutrition. I can make the content that I want to make for you all, and do what I have to do for you all. So you don't have to do what I'm doing in order to get the results that I have or what I've been able to help people out with. But this is what I have to do in order to be this good at what I do. So instead of doing everything I've done over the last 13 years professionally, when it came down to me even trying out steroids at one point, thinking that's what I had to do in order to get the body that I wanted, man, just book a free call with me. Seriously, some of these pictures aren't loading up. I apologize for it, but it is what it is. I'm not perfect, right? Just book your free call with me using the first link in the video description or the link in the pinned comment section, or not. It's no big deal. I hope you got tremendous value from it. Again, it's just a free 15-minute game plan call. We can determine whether or not you qualify for VIP one-on-one online coaching, where we'll make your fitness program for you, your nutrition program for you, and I will personally be able to help you determine what psychological things are just going wrong with you. I don't know NLP, I don't know this, I don't know that. I'm a trainer, nutrition coach, but I've been able to help guys out all over the world defeat their self-doubt once and for all. Become the best version of themselves and look at themselves in the mirror and say, man, I'm proud of you. And if it's been a minute since you've been able to look in the mirror and genuinely be proud of yourself, I dare you to book a call with me. It's going to take 15 minutes out of your day. It takes 5 minutes to fill out the form, and let's help you get to where you want to go. And even if you're already in decent shape, even if you're already dialed in, are you just going to settle for good enough? Because imagine if Michael Jordan would have settled for good enough. He probably would have just been a player in the NBA. But if you truly want to look in the mirror when you're 50 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old, and look back on where you're at right now, and you want to say, man, back then I gave it my all. I made the sacrifices necessary to go from terrible to great, or terrible to good, and good to great, and great to elite. Book a call with me, man. Let's figure out what we can do for you, because the community that we're a part of in and of itself is invaluable with all the guys that we have in there. So again, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit longer. I know the format's a little bit different than what you would typically find in a fitness video. This is a one-take Jake video for me as well, so hopefully you all enjoyed it. tremendously. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to this channel for new videos every single week. Please let me know what questions you have in the comment sections. I'll be happy to reply. Again, what we're doing here is building community. This isn't a vanity thing for my end. If you see the comment sections on my videos, right now I'm always doing my best to respond to them because the channel is at a decent size to where I can do that. And I hope that one day I can, once we're at all these targets, I can still be able to do that personally, because I just want to be able to give back however I can. So thank you all very much. And again, take notes on this video, rewatch it a few times if you need to. I've poured my heart and soul into it. And that way you all can avoid some of the mistakes that I've made in the past. So again, you can always press the reset. It's never too late to get back up. And just always understand that, right? So again, thank you all for watching. And again, if no one's told you in a minute, I will tell you right now, it's time to get it together, man. See ya.